Right, hello Algebra 2. So in case you need some brief fraction review before you start this prerequisite worksheet, I'm gonna just walk you through what's at the end of the worksheet. So when multiplying fractions, you must multiply by the numerators and the denominators. If you want to say the tops and the bottoms, that's fine with me. You just need to basically know that you need to multiply across. So, and the denominators. You may cancel out a greatest common factor of a term if it's in the numerator and denominator even before you multiply, which can be nice and help us simplify. This first one, there's nothing that can cancel from 2 and 5 or 1 and 6, so I would just multiply across. Oh, but I can also reduce from 2 and 6, like 2 goes into itself one time and into 6 3 times, and that could give me 1/15. Or I could multiply first and call that 2/30ths and then reduce that to 1/15. If I look at the next one, 2 goes into itself one time and into 10 5 times. So now when I multiply across, I get 1/25. Letter C, sorry about the weird notation. These are supposed to be multiplication symbols. But here, if I reduce first, I can make my life much easier. 6 goes into itself one time and into 12 2 times. 2 goes into itself one time and into itself one time. So now when I multiply 1 times 1 times 1, I get 1. And then 1 times 5 times 2 gives me 10. So I have 1/10. That's multiplying. When dividing one fraction by another, you need to invert, which means turn upside down the second fraction. Don't do the first or you'll get it wrong. Then multiply. I'm sure you guys remember this. So if I look at letter A, I have 1/4 divided by 2/8. This is simplified by doing 1/4 times 8/2. Now, when I multiply, 4 goes into itself one time and into 8 2 times. 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. So my answer is 1. Letter B, this is equivalent to 1/9 times 18/3. Then 9 goes into itself one time, into 18 2 times. So my answer is 2/3. Letter C, this is equivalent to saying take 1/5 and divide it by 3/20ths. So if I'm taking a fraction divided by a fraction, to simplify, I multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by 20/3. 5 goes into itself one time.
Attention students,
to
the
24
atrium
times.
is closed for the remainder of the day today, so you'll need to find an alternate route as you move from class to class today. Also, can Corbin or Logan Bates please stop by the main office after the bell rings? Thank you.
Okay. When adding and subtracting fractions, you must have a common denominator. So what do I do for letter A? Well, the least common multiple between 4 and 12 is 12. So I'll multiply this by 3 and 3. And that gives me 3/12 plus 3/12. I didn't realize class was ending that quick. That's 6/12. This is not going to work.